Y'all got to stop sending me text messages in the middle of the night. All right? Y'all got to stop sending me. Now, thankfully, my text messages are on do not disturb or it's in sleep mode. My phone's be in sleep mode up until I think like 5 a.m. or something like that. And so I get up. I see you, Rita. So I get up at like 4:30 in the morning. My phone be in sleep mode, but then I'll be waking up and I'll be seeing a bunch of these DMs and text messages from a lot of y'all that didn't receive coaching calls. So you save my number in your phone because you got my real phone number now. And then y'all be sending me these text messages and stuff like that in the middle of the night. And so I wake up and I see it. And what is up with the majority of y'all being heartbroken? What is going on with this heartbreak? So much so that I was inspired to even name this live stream Heartbreak today. Let me give you a little bit of insight, okay? Listen. Love, I know y'all think that it's an emotion, but it's an action word. So take my advice with a grain of salt because I am a man that has been successfully married for almost the past 2 decades, okay? And I'm speaking from the perspective of a person that knows what a successful relationship looks like, that knows what being successfully married looks like. So I'm not coming to you based off of a bunch of talking points on the internet. I'm not coming to you based off of a lot of these advice from the different people that want to give you or get into the relationship space on YouTube. I'm coming to you from a person that talked to people in real life, see how things play out in real life, that has gotten advice from my father on how it is that I'm supposed to operate, and my uncles and all of the strong men that has played roles in my life. I come from a different space. And what y'all have to understand, gentlemen, and ladies, you can take this into, if the shoe fit, wear it. What you guys have to understand is that love is not a feeling. I know y'all think it's a feeling the first time that you see somebody and she give you some good sex or she give you some good mouth or she look beautiful when y'all have a good conversation and y'all think, oh yeah, we vibing, we connecting with each other. And then the first thing that you want to say and the first thing that solidifies your relationship is, I love them. I love you. That's the first thing that y'all want to say. And then y'all be sending me text messages a month, 2 months, 6 months, a year from now, 2 years from now, and you be heartbroken. Some of y'all are heartbroken because your girl broke up with you or you caught your girl cheating or she doing something that you found something in her phone or anything. It don't matter. Or y'all could just separate. It ain't even got to be nothing necessarily that she did wrong, but you thought that it was more than what it was, and you used your feelings and your emotions and you bought in too hard. You have to understand that love is an action word. It's not a feeling. The things that you feel need to be controlled. And it's nothing wrong with having emotions, but what you have to understand is that you can't act on your emotions. I'm an incredibly passionate person. When I speak on certain subjects, I get riled up and all of that other type of stuff. But the thing that I don't do is I never lean into my emotions in order to make the decisions that's going to affect me for the rest of my life. And so what y'all have to understand is female nature. And what female nature is, and I've seen this countless times, I've seen it with men that pass away. This is just the absolute positive truth. What female nature is monkey branching. And it's not nothing that she's doing anything wrong. It's just the nature of who she is. And the way that you know that it's not about love and the whole love as an emotion thing is not really relevant and it's not real, it's just something that y'all made as a part of y'all mind, is because the minute that y'all break up, I guarantee you, as soon as somebody else comes into her life, happenstance, just so happen to be a friend that she knows, somebody hit her in the DMs and then they linked up, she done got a new boyfriend or she about to get married again, she don't love that nigga either. She don't love him. She never loved you. That's not what it is. She loves what you represent to her in that moment. And that's why it's so easy for her to move on into another space or for her to easily be able to love again or to love a new dude, depending on what role he feels in her life at that particular time. Now, can that role extend into the end of their life? Absolutely. As long as the transactional interaction between them is the way that it is. But the reality is that all relationships are transactional, which is why when you don't get sex in your relationship, you're ready to walk away because you understand that this is a major part of what I need in order to continue to be here. And you know that if somebody else is willing to give it to you, and so you unwilling to still deal with the foolishness regardless of how it is that they feel about you. They love you, they just won't give you no sex. And so you like, yo, I'm getting the fuck up out of here. It's only so much of this I can take. All relationships are transactional. And when you understand that the minute that you die, if you die tomorrow, hear me out. Y'all don't like to have this real talk. I'm going to give it to you exactly what it is. If you die tomorrow, next year, next month, 6 months from now, she will be telling another man, regardless of how long y'all were together, that she loves him. She will be telling another man, y'all could have been together for the last 3 decades. There is another man that she will be telling she loves them. More importantly, there is another man that will be blowing her back out. He will be doing everything that you thought that was sacred to you that she could never do to anybody else. And here's the thing about it. His barrier to entry is going to be lower than yours. His barrier to entry is going to be lower than yours. I'll do you one better. It's a strong possibility that somebody else already got her heart and she probably settled for you, but she still tell you she love you. And so when you finally find out that love is an action word, action meaning that what she tells you versus what she shows you is 2 different things, that she's unwilling to be obedient to you. Ooh, that's going to hurt these women's heart. She's unwilling to be obedient to me because if you love me, you'll do what I told you to do. But you won't do what I told you to do because I told you to do it. You'll do what I told you to do because you actually want to do the thing that's in your best interest. It's an action word. It's something that they do. And so the minute that they push back on the thing that's best for them because they still want to leave the door open to the possibility of what if, or they want to use the emotion aspect of it and not to make somebody feel bad, remember who you are. Remember who you are. Stop texting me in the middle of the night. Stop DMing me in the middle of the night. Stop asking me how I feel or how I can get my chick back. She ain't yours. She's all of ours. It's just your turn, big dog. She for everybody. And it's not that I want her or he want her, but he could get her if he put enough effort into it, depending on the time frame and the convenience of whether or not you in the picture at that particular time, or you may even be in the picture. She's not yours. Why do you think that there's a difference between, listen, there's three tiers in his lifetime when it comes to humans. There's men, wives, and hoes. Men, wives, and hoes. And the problem is that everything is convoluted and everybody is combining, even to the point to where men are starting to become women, hoes. There's men, wives, and hoes. And when everybody is not playing a role and we see what's happening out here in these streets and that everybody is confusing everything and you turning hoes into housewives and men are becoming women and then wives want to be for the streets and they don't really understand the privilege that comes along with being a wife and all of this other type of stuff, everything gets convoluted. And the minute that you are no longer emotionally available, physically available, you disappear long enough, she starts to become friends with somebody else, it is going to be a shit show. I guarantee you, you are not special. Relationships are transactional, and the way that she shows that she loves you is through her actions, not how she feels, not what she told you, not what it is that she said, that she felt and all of that. And the minute that you detach yourself emotionally from how you feel is the minute that you start making better decisions, not only to vet the women that's in your life, but to vet the people in your life, not get fired from your job because you're emotional. Your boss pissed you off. And so I can't believe they paying more. Instead of you starting to lean into your emotions, you calm down, you sleep on that shit. You make a strong, smart decision on what the 10-year view of your life is supposed to be. It'll even help you to not stay loyal to the positions and the jobs that you've been at for longer than you were supposed to, making less money than you were supposed to over the past 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years, because you're not emotionally attached to the job anymore. You're emotionally attached to your success, your growth. You're able to detach and say, you know what? I've been here for long enough. I love you guys all in this space. I want to maintain relationships. It's not personal. I got to go to this next position because they paying me double of what I've been paying here. Because I guarantee you, as we'll see in this later in the show, Disney don't give a fuck about how long these people has been in there. They letting go 7,000 people starting today. They letting go 7,000 people by the summer. And they don't care about what it is that you think. The love that they had for you came along with your paycheck. That was the love that they showed you. They paid you for your services. It ain't about who your coworkers is or how long you've been here or how well you decorated your cubicle. Love is an action word. If you love me, pay me, my nigga. If you love me, pay me, my homie. If you love me, raise my daughter the way that she's supposed to be raised. If you love me, don't be making me look bad in the streets, because you understand that if you make me look bad, you make you look bad. You fuck up the bag. We fuck up all of the resources. We can't be out here doing what we ain't supposed to do, because it's money to go and get, and it's a legacy to go and build, and it's lives to go affect. Love is me doing what I'm supposed to do, understanding that I can't be out here fucking around and fucking up the bag, because there's other people that I have to go and save and that I have to be an example for. That's me loving you. It's not about how I feel about you. It's about what I do for you. It's about what I do to myself, understanding that whatever happens to me happens to you. Love is making sure that I don't fuck up a bag, because there's a lot of people that depend on me financially, that there's a lot of people that work for me. It ain't about how I feel about you. It ain't about how pretty you are. It ain't about your titties. It ain't about sex. It ain't about none of that shit. It's how am I going to make sure that you feed your family tomorrow? Love is an action word. Stop thinking that relationships are anything other than transactional, because the minute that you start switching up, or the minute that things change, guess what happens? Love is not going to keep you there. Love will not keep you at your job after they don't have any more money to pay you, no matter how much you love your coworkers. Love is not going to keep these people from being homeless and the lights from being turned on. That's why men are more easily able to detach and say that I loved you because I paid the light bill. I loved you because I made sure that the heat was turned on. I loved you because I went and worked overtime. You think that love, and this is for the ladies right here, she thought that love was how it is that you said something and whether or not you checked on her for the day. No, that's bullshit. That's the superficial bullshit. And that's why we so out of our purpose, is because technology and society has advanced us to the point to where now we starting to lean into our feelings, and we don't have enough time on our hands to take care of the business. We've gotten comfortable. See, love used to be you had a purpose in this household, and without you, that part don't run. And without me, this part don't run. So we got to work together in order to make this thing work, especially if we want to have children, especially if we want to build a legacy, especially if we want to send our kids to college. Love is making sure that my daughter don't have student loan debt when she go to college when she get old enough. That's love. I love you because I chastise you. I want you to do better, and so I'm going to do the thing that may not make me feel good right now, but it's going to be the thing that's in your best interest long term for the future. That's love. That's the love that Jesus showed the world. It's the reason why he had to suffer. He suffered for and died for your sins. He let the people that then didn't even like him crucify him in order to give them life. He did the thing that was in their best interest despite how they felt about him. That's love. It's an action word. It's not the thing that you feel. It's not the thing you tell somebody when they busting you down. That's not love. That's not love. Stop being so easily heartbroken. Stop being so focused on how she make you feel. Stop picking your wife based off of the superficial things that will not last in a relationship. Stop being so emotional when she chooses that other dude over you. I tell you what, let her go. She's not yours. She's not mine. She's all of ours combined, and it's just your turn. She don't love you. She loves what you represent in her life at that particular time. Remember that. Remember that. Turn off that thing that make you feel a certain type of way every time somebody do something. That's why y'all motherfuckers can't actually catch the wave and improve y'all life, because you so worried about how somebody says something. That's what's wrong with the black community. I don't like it the way they said it. They disrespected my ancestors. I don't like it. You're not on code. Man, fuck your code. Are we getting this money or what? Because you work with that white man every day that makes sure that your paycheck is in your pocket. You work with your coworker and they call you the hard ER after the NIGG word when they go home, and you still do your job with that motherfucker. You know why? Because love is getting this money. Is getting this money. You work with people every fucking day that don't give a fuck about you, but you sitting here talking about your feelings. Man, I don't give a fuck about them, and they don't give a fuck about me. And we might come to actually understand and agree on some things with each other, but we don't got to be friends. I just got to make sure that you ain't doing nothing to put me in jail. I got to make sure that you got enough good character to where you ain't out here making us look bad. To where what you doing impedes on what it is that I got going on. And then at that point, we need to go in two different directions, because guess what? You were a season. The same way that she looked at you as a season. You are a leapfrog. You are a trampoline. You are a person that served a purpose in her life at the time, and that's why she told you that she loved you. She don't even know what love is. She not yours. She all of ours. It's just your turn, big dog. It's just your turn. Listen. I know you heartbroken. I know that things are difficult for you. I know that you thought that she loved you, and so you gave her your all and you gave her your heart. And leave it at the door. Remember who you are. It's not about who she is, it's about who you are. You are a soldier. You are a king. You are a monster. You are a person that is willing to do anything in order to make sure that you fulfill your destiny on this earth, and let nothing and no one stand in your way. Nothing. It's only one of you. It's 1,000 hers. It's only one of you. I can get you another her tomorrow, and she gonna make you feel better about how you feel about yourself right now. We can wash that away. Throw that emotion out of that shit and work. Take care of your business. Go and get on your grind. Don't lose no money over her. Don't lose no sleep over her. Don't lose an emotion over her. Don't stress yourself out. Don't start getting high blood pressure. Don't argue with her. Do not argue with this woman. Don't go back and forth with her. Don't try to convince her of something. If she can't see it, let her be for whoever it is that needs to be monkey branched off of next. You got another level that you need to get to, big dog. Leave that shit at the door. Check your fucking emotions when you come over here into my DMs and when you start sending me text messages at night. Check that shit at the door. We don't want to see that shit. Gird up. One time, cool. Next time, don't keep texting me, big dog.